A bill was introduced to change a boundary for a city without the city's consent. So for example, if there was the way that the legislation read is that if there was a peninsula surrounded by another city, they could take that peninsula without the current city's consent. And basically what that meant is that Millcreek could take Brickyard without Salt Lake City's consent. Well, of course, that is a lot of tax-generating revenue for us. And so myself being the council member whose district the Brickyard is in, and Charlie and James as chair and vice chair sort of started working with this issue and saying, how can we make this so it doesn't happen? Charlie and James did an amazing job at talking with the legislator, Representative Potter, who had sponsored the bill and said, let us try to work with Millcreek. And so he pulled the bill, and we have been in discussions with Millcreek Council and the Millcreek Mayor since. We got through those difficult conversations, sat at the table together, and I think we came up with a really great compromise for both cities. We have agreed to support an annexation process with Millcreek, where they will be taking what we affectionately call the hatchet piece. If you look at a map, it's Woodland Avenue up to Miller Avenue between 13th and Highland. So it's a few businesses, a few property owners. We've agreed to say, yep, you guys can have that, start that annexation process, we'll support it, in exchange for them agreeing not to try to take over the Brickyard through any sort of legislative action or otherwise. We've also agreed to give the roundabout, right as you're coming off of 23rd East off the freeway, to them as well, so they can have kind of a welcoming gateway to Millcreek City. It is nice to be able to come together, sit at the table, like I said, have those hard conversations, but know that we have this ability to work together. I think what it does for us is say, let's be creative. Let's use both of our resources to see how we can really revitalize and redevelop this area that benefits both residents.